to expostulate on what majesty should be, what duty is, why day is day, night, night, and time is time, were nothing but to waste night, day, and time. Therefore, since brevity is the soul of wit, and tediousness the limbs and outward flourishes, I will be brief. Everyone knows how to remove a tire. Now that I've removed the wheel, I can see that it does wiggle some, and wiggles a little bit from side to side, but not top to bottom, so the wheel bearing's good. But I suspect the inner tie rod end's probably kind of loose, so I'm gonna tackle that. Okay, first I'm gonna remove this locking nut. I already broke it loose. It took a little bit of wrenching, but not much. Now to remove the cotter pin from the outer tie rod end. Well, that was easy. Well, it's not quite out. There we go. Still pretty easy. And I've put a jack, I've put the car on jack stands and put a jack underneath the non-rotating part of the suspension here to lift it up to take some pressure off this. And now the nut for the outer tie rod end. Is a 17 millimeter. Now I'm going to remove the outer tie rod end ball joint with this fantastic tool, which you just unscrew this bolt right here until it spreads far enough to go around the ball joint and over the bolt here. And then you kind of got to force it on there so it's all the way on the bolt. And then tighten this. And it will that worked. Well, I'll remove this counting the number of turns. 1, 2, 15, 16, 16. Wow, that side's looser than the other. Still, this one feels pretty good, but I don't know if I'm going to reuse it depending on... I'm going to look at the other one, see the difference between where the castle nut is. I think I'll probably use the new one anyway. Now to remove the locking nut here. I put some penetrant on here, but this always seems to be rough. Well, this was a really good workout because it's been tight all the way down the shaft. It has not let up one bit. Now it's starting to let up because the bolt's almost off. But man, good workout. Okay, now I've got a bigger wrench to fit on here. There we go. Just takes one little break and then it comes out. So here it is, my new inner tie rod end, which I put a little blue thread blocker on here, and I just thread it in here. And now, there we go, 77 foot-pounds. This got pushed up inside here, so using a pair of need one of those pliers to pull it back out. So, otherwise, I'm sure it wouldn't go on right. All right. And what I found last time is that it's best to put this on first, as loose as you can possibly put it, and then slide the whole thing on and then tighten it down once it's on there. So, like that. And then, like thus. So now, all I have to do is wank that down a little bit, tighten it with a pair of needle nose pliers. That should be good. And then I'll put this other clamp on. Okay, got the boot back on. Now I put the locking locking nut on here quite a ways so I can put the outer tie rod in 16 turns. Outer tie rod in. One, 2, 14, 15, 16. And that will be it. Stuff this up in here. And the new castle nut, which is a castle nut, the other one is a 19 millimeter, as opposed to the other one was a 17. Okay, I'm gonna torque it. I got this torqued to 80 foot-pounds. Put in the new cotter pin. Still like the other one, it's kind of high, but so was the other one, so I don't know. Should be good. I'll do this to hopefully hold it. And it's solid as a rock now. Nice. So here I am again. I was watching the video footage, so this is a reason it's good to videotape this stuff. I realized I did not tighten the lock nut, so I'm going to do that now. Well, here we go. Seems to be riding fine. The steering wheel's a little crooked. I need to get it aligned now, and I'll do that in the next couple of days because I've looked at everything else and everything else looks good. I looked at the upper control arm on the driver's side and it looks fine. So it seems to be tracking pretty good though right now. I just want to straighten out my steering wheel, you know, but we'll see when I'm on level surface here. Seems to be cornering well. Yeah, it's my steering wheel's crooked, meaning to the left a little bit as I go, which is probably because of the uneven number of turns that left. Anyway, it's driving fine, it's working well. And I'm going back to the auto parts store now to get my money back for the loaned tools that I borrowed from them. Both wonderfully useful tie rod ball joint separator tool and the completely useless inner tie rod master kit, which didn't work at all, and I ended up using a crescent wrench to do it, but I got it done, so all's well that ends well.